Hello again and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little project I've been working on after being fully influenced by Seaweed Kisses and how adorable her FiloFax videos have been. I just immediately went and found this used A5 FiloFax in the color Pear. At first I was so upset because the listing on Amazon did not, or at least I can't remember it indicating that there were scuffs on the back. But you know what? I decided to just keep it, and I asked my husband to de-ring it to make this cover into ATN. That meant adding 2 additional holes, and then I used the brads to cover up the imperfections of the holes. Now, because this is a binder, there is a lot of extra room, and an A5 doesn't fit perfectly in terms of width. I have thought about using my Cricut to make a foil decal to put on the back so that I can hide the scuffs, but I'm not sure if it will last. Some of it look like they're impressions of something, like the person laid it down on something and it transferred onto the cover. It bothers me, but thankfully it is on the back cover, so I'm not really going to be paying much attention to it. I do like how the brads look on the spine of the cover. However, I intended to find eyelets so that I could make it look a little bit more finished, but also be more enforced in a way. So that was my next step. But then I decided to also add a personal size to the mix. Again, thank you, Michelle, for motivating me and inspiring me to make this purchase. Now, I do not have anything against rings. I just know that they make me too anxious because there's always a chance there's going to be a gap. That irritates me like no other. So this one had a slight gap, and it was also discounted on Amazon, and luckily there were no marks on the cover. And I just thought the color was so cute and very spring and summery and just vibrant and happy. I did use a plotter for a brief moment when this one released, and the rings just made me super nervous. So I'm thinking of actually selling my olive plotter, but we shall see. Currently I'm using my olive TN, but it would be nice to go back into a B6 Slim, which is what will fit in this cover. So I ordered some eyelets so that I could finish the holes on the cover. As I was recording the video, the larger size eyelets hadn't arrived yet, but they show up later, so you'll see the finished product. But I ordered a larger eyelet so that it would cover the impression from the rings. Okay, here is your warning. If you do not like watching covers being destroyed, I guess, you should skip ahead. So I watched several videos of people doing this, and my husband was able to do it. So I just decided to use a screwdriver, hammer on it a little bit. It took a bit, and then I managed to squeeze these out. So all I used was my little plier thing here, a hammer and a screwdriver, and with some determination, they came out. And luckily the cover came out unscathed. So I couldn't use the original holes on the personal cover because it is a little bit lower than on the A5 side. So I've decided to create 2 additional holes on either side of the cover, and then I added the eyelets, and then I used my TN string, and it's holding my B6 Slim Cafe Notes pretty securely. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. There is even enough room for my pen, and it lays flat, and I love it. And then the larger eyelets showed up, so I was able to use those. I did have to cut the hole a little bit bigger to fit it, and then that took some finagling, but I am so happy with how these turned out. I do still want to think of options on how to cover up the scuffs on the back of the A5, but for now I will leave it like this. I also hope to find the round flat tops so that I can replace the brads on my personal size one. But again, for now, this is great. I'm happy, and I would love to know what you think. I'd also love to know if you're working on any projects or what you're excited about, but that's all I really wanted to share with you today, and I will catch you in the next one.